All right, so now we're looking at more fractional powers in the denominator, or more radicals in the denominators. It's going to work exactly like how we handled the last problem. We need to change these radicals in the denominator to fractional powers in the numerator with negative exponents. So that's what we're after here in this case. So to do this, algebraic manipulation, that is our first step. Get rid of the radicals. It becomes 1 over x to the 1/2, because that's what it means to take a square root. Then, in the second term, we have a third root, so this becomes a 1/3 power in the denominator. And we don't have a radical on this last guy here, so don't try to do anything weird with that. It just is going to stay 1 over x for the time being. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring up all of our x stuff in the denominators up to the numerator and negate the exponents. So let's look at this third term here. That's technically x to the first. Going to town with that idea. We're going to have x to the minus 1/2 plus x to the minus 1/3 minus x to the minus 1. Now we have this in a form where we can take the derivative. So this gives us f prime. Now doing the derivative, we have minus 1/2 x to the minus 3/2, subtracting 1 from the exponent, minus 1/3, because we bring this exponent down in front, x to the minus 4/3, because you're subtracting 1 from the exponent and you're starting negative already. Then you have plus 1, because you're taking minus 1, bringing it down, multiplying it by that minus 1 that's in front here, the implicit minus 1. So minus minus 1 becomes positive 1. And then you have x to the minus 2. After this, that is the derivative. You are done at this point. If you wanted to simplify this algebraically a little bit, you get minus 1/2 times 1 over x to the 3/2 power, basically taking all of our negative exponents and bringing them back down to the denominator where they belong. Then you have minus 1/3 times 1 over x to the 4/3 plus, well, this 1 doesn't technically need to be here, so we can delete that. This becomes 1 over x to the second power. Using fraction rules now, multiplying straight across the numerator and denominator, we have minus 1 over 2 x to the 3/2 minus 1 over 3 x to the 4/3 plus 1 over x squared. Okay? So that is your final answer, as simplified as it gets. If you wanted to convert these powers into radicals and more powers inside those, be my guest, but this is good enough, I think.